Get ready, because those old, dirty quarter dollars you've been overlooking might be hiding massive value. Today, we're diving into the most rare and unbelievably valuable quarters that can transform simple pocket change into hundreds, thousands, or even million-dollar treasures. These coins may look worn out and ordinary, but some carry mint errors so rare that collectors will pay mind-blowing prices to own them. And the most shocking part? One of these hidden gems could already be in your home, sitting unnoticed in a drawer or old coin jar. Because some 1970 D-era quarters are not just mistakes, they are mysteries, coins never meant to exist, coins struck on foreign planchets, coins with doubled lettering, off-center strikes, ghost mint marks, die cracks, and even coins struck on leftover silver planchets that should have been melted decades earlier. Imagine this. You're digging through a handful of old, dirty change, maybe coins your grandfather left behind, maybe a jar forgotten at the back of a drawer, and right there, covered in decades of dust and grime, lies a quarter that looks ordinary to the untrained eye. But beneath the dirt sits one of the most shocking treasures in American coin history, a 1970 D quarter with errors so rare, so bizarre, so unbelievably valuable that collectors have paid hundreds, thousands, and in theoretical cases, even millions for the right one. History of the 1970 D quarter. By 1970, the United States Mint was producing billions of coins annually. The shift from silver to clad coins in 1965 had created pressure, confusion, and new machinery requirements. Mistakes were far more common during these years, especially at the Denver Mint, known for heavy production loads. Unlike the San Francisco Mint, Denver produced only business strike circulation coins, so any unusual strike or planchet error was not intentional. That means every strange 1970 D error is the result of something slipping past mint quality controls, making them true collector treasures. White Medium Star Most Rare 1970 D error quarters. Complete list with values. The 1970 D quarter struck on a silver planchet, $25,000 to $75,000 plus in normal auctions. Double die silver planchet coin appears, it could break into the millions. 1970 D off-center strike errors, 40-50% off-center, $500 to $1. 500. These can look old, dirty, and absolutely chaotic, which collectors love. 1970 D double die obverse thousands of dollars. Exceptional doubling in high grade. $5,000 plus. 1970 D double die reverse similar value to DDO. Values similar to above up to $5,000 or more. 1970 D broad strike error. Extreme broad strikes. $1,000 to $1. 500 plus. Dipped planchet errors. Multiple clips. $1,000 to $2,500 plus. 1970 D die crack and cut errors. Large rim cut. $500 to $2,000. Major die break. Up to $3,000 plus. 1970 D rotated die errors 90 degrees or more. $3,000 to $5,000 plus. 1970 D wrong planchet errors. If a previously unknown wrong planchet error appears, it could reach $100,000 plus. 1970 D missing clad layer errors. Full missing layer. $1,000 to $2,000 plus. How to check if your 1970 D quarter is valuable? Weigh the coin. Use a digital scale. Silver will weigh 6.25 grams. Look for doubling. Use a magnifier. 10x recommended. Check for missing or distorted edges. Indicates broad strike or off-center errors. Examine color. Copper tone could mean missing clad layer. Look for weird shapes, clips, distorted rims, or rotated designs that if anything looks unusual, your coin could be worth big money. Today, you're going to discover the most rare 1971 D quarter mistakes ever found, the mind-blowing values they sell for, the full history behind them, and the exact signs that will tell you if your dirty old quarter might be the next coin worth life-changing money. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a coin so ordinary-looking, so dusty, so scratched and forgotten, that anyone else would toss it into a vending machine without a second thought. A dirty old 1971 D quarter, a coin that has been passed from hand to hand for more than half a century. But what if I told you that beneath that dirt, beneath those scratches, beneath the decades of wear, is a hidden treasure that could be worth more than your car, your annual salary, or even your house? History of the 1971 D quarter. The switch from 90% silver coins to copper nickel-clad coins created massive pressures and confusion inside U.S. mint facilities. By 1971, although the transition was technically complete, the mint was still adjusting machinery, dies, planchets, and production speed. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters that year. High-speed production leads to high-speed mistakes, meaning, unlike San Francisco, Denver produced only business strike coins, meaning any rare strike oddity is accidental, which makes it far more valuable to collectors. The most rare 1971 D-era quarters. Full list with values. How to identify. High-grade examples. $100,000 to $250, 000 plus. If a double die or off-metal silver combo turned up. 1971 D off-center strike errors. These dramatic errors occur when the coin is 50% off-center with full date. $3,000 to $10,000 plus. 1971 D double die obverse. These are caused by misalignment during hubbing. Extreme doubling in high grade. $5,000 plus. 1971 D double die reverse, though less common than DDOs. DDRs are still highly valuable. Strong doubling. $1,500 to $4,000. 1971 D wrong planchet errors. These are some of the most valuable mint errors ever discovered. Foreign planchet errors. $10,000 to $50, 000 plus. 1971 D clipped planchet errors. Large/multiple clips. $1,000 to $3,000 plus. 1971 D die crack/cut errors. Massive die break. $3,000 to $3,500 plus. 1971 D missing clad layer error. Full missing layer. $1,000 to $2,000 plus. 1971 D rotated die error. $250 to $4,000 plus. 90-degree rotation. $2,000 to $4,000 plus, white medium star. How to check your 1971 D quarter for rare errors. Weigh it. Silver equals 6.25 G normal clad equals 5.67 G penny planchet is almost equal to 3.1 G nickel planchet is almost equal to 5 G use magnification. Look for doubling, cracks, or displaced designs. Check the rim. Missing rims, no reading, or stretched shapes indicate errors. Look for color oddities. Copper color equals missing clad light. Silver equals off metal rotated. Front and back should align perfectly. If not, jackpot. You're about to discover every major 1972 error, why they're rare, and how much they can bring in the hottest auctions today. So stay with me until the very end, because the last few errors are so rare that even seasoned collectors don't know they exist. Imagine flipping over an old, dirty quarter, something you thought was only worth 25 cents, and discovering it could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even up to six-figure or million-dollar levels if the right error is hiding beneath the grime. Yes, a regular, worn-out 1972 quarter, circulating for over 50 years, could secretly be a gold mine waiting in your pocket, drawer, or change jar right now. Before exploring the high-value errors, it's important to understand the background of the 1972 quarter. Even though silver coins ended in 1964, a few accidental silver planchet errors slipped into later years. Those become extremely valuable. Top rare and valuable 1972 error quarters. Worth big money. 1972 quarter struck on silver planchet. Some rare pieces have been estimated by collectors to potentially reach $250, 000 plus at major auctions if pristine. 1972 OFF center strike quarter. Off-center strikes are always popular because they are dramatic and easy to recognize. Extreme off-center with full date visible. $1,000 to $3,000 plus. 1972 double die obverse. Strong examples in gem condition could even push $15,000 plus at specialty auctions. 1972 D quarter reverse double die. Denver Mint errors often bring more value due to lower frequency. Strong doubling. $1,500 to $4,000 plus. 1972 clipped planchet quarter portion of the coin's edge is missing due to miscutting the blank. Large dramatic crescent clip. $500 to $1,200. 1972 broad struck quarter. Coin struck without the retaining collar spread outwards. Strong broad strikes. $300 to $800. 1972 multiple strike error. Some could realistically approach $20,000 plus if eye-appealing. 1972 die breaks/cut errors. CUD errors happen when a piece of the die breaks off. Large CUD, $400 to $1,500. 1972 struck on foreign planchet ultra-rare, exotic planchets. $10,000 to $40,000. In a theoretical perfect storm, rare foreign metal plus visible date plus MS grade. Such pieces have potential to reach six-figure auction levels. 1972 Mule Error. A mule is when two dies from different coin types are paired accidentally that, if discovered, a 1972 Mule Error could bring $300,000 to $1 million plus. Why these old and dirty 1972 quarters can be worth a fortune. Collectors buy errors based on the error itself, not beauty. A damaged silver planchet error? Still worth tens of thousands. Age increases value. 1972 is over 52 years old. Fewer survive each year. Denver Mint errors are particularly desirable. The D Mint had more machine stress, producing some incredible mistakes. How to check if your 1972 quarter is valuable. Weigh the coin. Normal. 5.67 G. Heavy equals possible silver or foreign planchet. Light equals possible thin planchet. Error. Examine the edges. No copper stripe equals possible silver. Look for off-center designs. Anything over 10% is worth money. Photograph the coin. Collectors want clear images. Get professional grading. PCGS or NGC certification transforms value dramatically. Because the 1979 D quarter is one of the most error-rich, mint-chaotic, and collector-obsessed coins of the late 1970s, packed with die mistakes, off-center strikes, planchet errors, foreign metal blanks, dramatic die breaks, and extremely valuable double-struck pieces. You're digging through an old box, maybe inside your grandfather's wooden chest, or rummaging through a dusty jar filled with coins that haven't seen daylight in decades. Suddenly, your fingers land on a grimy, old, brown, dirty 1979 D quarter, a coin that looks like it has been through storms, pockets, pavements, and time itself. It seems worthless. Just another common quarter, right? History of the 1979 D quarter. To fully understand why 1979 D quarters have so many valuable errors, we must first see what was happening behind the scenes at the U.S. Mint. This perfect storm created a year full of striking mistakes, making the 1979 D quarter one of the most exciting modern coins for error hunters. No silver was supposed to be used, but accidental silver planchets did get struck in the late 1970s. The most valuable 1979 D error quarters. 1979 D quarter struck on a silver planchet. Exceptional example. $60,000 to $100,000 plus. A unique silver strike could push six figures easily. 1979 D OFF center strike. 90% off with date visible. $2,000 to $5,000 plus. If the date is missing, value drops. But if it's visible, the price skyrockets. 1979 D double die obverse. High grade major DDO. $5,000 to $10,000 plus. A monster DDO could go even higher depending on visibility. 1979 D double die reverse. These are rarer but extremely collectible. Strong DDR. $1,000 to $4,000. 1979 D multiple strikes. These are some of the most dramatic and valuable errors. Triple strike. $5,000 to $20,000 plus. 1979 D mule error. No confirmed 1979 D mule exists yet, but experts believe discoveries are still possible. Unique never-before-seen mule. $1 million plus. 1979 D struck on foreign planchet. During this time, the U.S. Mint produced coins for other countries, meaning foreign blanks sometimes got mixed. Exotic metal or unique blank. $5,000 to $20,000 plus. 1979 D broad strike error. A collar failure causes the rim to vanish and the coin expands. Massive spread. $500 to $800. 1979 D clipped planchet error. Part of the coin is missing due to a miscut blank. Large dramatic clip. $250 to $800 plus. 1979 D CUD and die break errors. These are caused by pieces of the die breaking off. Massive CUD taking large part of design. $800 to $500 plus. 1979 D missing clad layer error. If the outer nickel layer doesn't bond properly, the copper core becomes exposed. Fully exposed copper strike. $1,500 to $3,000. Struck through grease/weak strike. Dramatic missing details. $200 to $500. Fire. Why even dirty, old, beat up 1979 D quarters can be worth money. Error coins hold value even in poor condition. Collectors care about the error, not the shine. A dirty coin might hide a massive die break or doubling. Cleaning is not recommended. Original dirt is better. Rare errors are valuable even when extremely worn. Some six-figure coins have been heavily circulated. Older circulation proves authenticity. Artificial errors show signs of cleaning or tooling, but natural circulated coins are easy to authenticate. How to check your 1979 D quarter. Weigh the coin. Normal. 5.67 g. Different weight equals valuable planchet error. Check the edge. Copper stripe equals normal. No stripe equals silver or foreign blank. Look for weird shapes. Off-center, clipped, swollen. Inspect letters under magnification. Check Liberty and I in God we trust for doubling. Inspect the eagle. Feathers often show doubling. Photograph both sides. Collectors always pay more for documented coins. Today we're diving into the most rare, old, and dirty 1980 D era quarters, their unbelievable values, the hidden mistakes you must look for, and the history behind a coin that changed numismatics forever. Don't blink. Your next coin could make you rich. Welcome to a world where one tiny mistake at the US Mint can transform a normal quarter into a jaw-dropping treasure. A coin minted for just 25 cents could secretly be one of the rarest 1980 D quarters ever created. The 1980s marked a period of massive coin production in the United States. The Denver Mint alone struck 518,327,487 Washington quarters in 1980. With such a huge mintage, the US Mint was pushing machines to the limit. Why old and dirty 1980 D quarters can be extremely valuable. Many errors are only visible once you look closely. Old dirt fills cracks, cuts, missing layers, and clipped edges, making them more visible. Valuable errors weren't always recognized in 1980. People didn't check their change for errors in the early 80s. So many incredible pieces circulated unnoticed. Some of the highest value coins ever found were in circulation for decades. Yes, million-dollar coins have been discovered in pocket change. Condition does not kill the value of a major mint error, even scratched, dirty, or worn. A dramatic error can be worth thousands. Rare 1980 D error types worth big money. 1980 D off-center strike, extreme mint error examples. Up to $100,000 plus at specialized auctions. 1980 D double struck / multiple struck error. Description, dramatic showpiece double strike. $50,000, 7,100, 000 plus. These are among the rarest and most dramatic errors any year can produce, and the 1980 D Mint had several confirmed examples. Missing clad layer, high-grade uncirculated examples, $5, 000 plus. A missing clad layer error is immediately noticeable. One side looks completely copper, as if the coin were a penny. 1980 D wrong planchet. On a silver planchet, rare, but possible via leftover blanks. $50, 000 to $250, 000. These hit the $1 million range when perfectly struck and certified. 1980 D broad strike, high-grade broad strike, $1, 000 plus. Though common, dramatic versions bring big prices. Die breaks, cuds, cracks, and bumps. Monster cud covering large portion of the coin. $1,000 to $5, 000. Collectors love growing die errors, and 1980 D has some incredible examples. Struck through grease / debris, full missing obverse or reverse features. $2, 000. What makes a 1980 D error quarter rare? The error must be dramatic. Collectors pay for visual impact. The date and mint mark should be visible, ensures authenticity. The error must be mint-made, not damage. Circulation damage is not equal to value. Rarity, some errors are one of a kind. Condition, while errors sell even when dirty, higher grades multiply value. How to examine your old and dirty 1980 D quarter weight test. Use a digital scale that if it doesn't weigh around 5.67 g, it might be wrong planchet. Missing clad layer off metal error. Color variations. Copper color indicates missing clad struck on penny planchet. Texture, cracks, bumps, missing letters equals die errors.